Are you looking to get in shape this summer? Maybe to show off your awesome abs at the beach, or maybe you want to work out just to feel better. Well, what would happen if you injured yourself? You'd be putting on pounds sitting on the bench. It would ruin everything. What to do? Well, I talked to some of the leading experts to find out.
So my name is Rob Thomas. I'm a faculty member at La Sierra University, the Department Chair for Health and Exercise Science. I've been at La Sierra here for 16 years and love being here. Well, probably one of the first things is to make sure you have good shoes and that you are doing things in a manner that's progressive. So if you've not been active before, you certainly don't want to go out and jog for 30 minutes in your skate shoes. You'd want to have good footwear, and you'd probably want to start by walking, and then maybe as you go forward a couple weeks later, maybe add a couple minutes of jogging in the middle of your walk. So the principal progression is really important, so that you're not going from not being active to killing yourself, in the first workout, and then you can't get out of bed the next day. So if you are doing things that are moving, doing some type of cardio workout, usually that's going to be repetitive. So you're either going to be running or bicycling or whatever type of activity you're choosing. Oftentimes it's weight bearing, and if we'll do the traditional, you're jogging on the street, just going down the road and around your block. You're going to be running on pavement, concrete. If you're on a sidewalk, asphalt. If you're on a road, asphalt's a little more soft. But if you don't have good shoes, then you're going to have repetitive stress on your feet and your ankles and your knees, and even your back, because it goes up your body kinetic chain. And so you would end up having soft tissue soreness to begin with. But if you're doing that and pushing through that, you could end up having maybe stress fractures or other kind of things to your bones and joints actually as well. Absolutely. So stretching is a good thing. It used to be back in the day that people would stretch before they worked out and then do the workout. The thought now is your body actually responds better to stretching when your body temperature is elevated. So what I would suggest is, if you want to stretch beforehand, do some walking or light calisthenics first, so you get your breathing's a little bit faster, your body temperature's a little bit elevated, and then go ahead and do some easy stretching where you're stretching your major muscle groups, your quads, your hamstrings, your lower back, your gastroc, your calf. If you're doing a cardio or weight bearing on your feet, on your legs, type of a thing, and then go ahead and begin your activity. Still keeping in mind that you want to start easy, and don't be gung-ho all on the first day. You want to be able to come back for the second day.
My name is Dr. Kim Knowlton. I'm an assistant professor in the Health and Exercise Science Department of La Sierra University. Before I started here, though, I'm also a physical therapist. I have my master's degree in physical therapy from Andrews University, and I also have my doctorate degree in preventive care medicine. So the first thing that I would like to talk about as far as injury prevention is hydration. If you are not properly hydrated, and we're talking about water, not other juices or sodas or that sort of thing, but just plain water, you will be more prone to getting injuries. You'll be more tired, lack of concentration, and your muscles will not be hydrated enough, and you will definitely have decreased energy, which can cause injuries. So the range usually is between 9 cups and 13 cups as far as minimally for men and women to be hydrated. So make sure, if you're doing anything as far as a very highly active exercise program, or even a race like a 5K, 10K, marathon, half marathon, make sure you're properly hydrated. Another thing is the proper balance of fascia in your body, which connects your head all the way down to your feet, and your muscles. They need to be balanced as far as strength and flexibility. If one area is stronger than the other, you will definitely have injuries. That goes for shin splints as far as flexibility and strength in your calf muscles, also the front of your leg, your lower leg. If that is not equal in strength and flexibility, you will have problems. If you do anything too much too soon, and you're not ready for it, and your muscles aren't ready for it, you will definitely have problems also. So when you're starting an exercise program, make sure that you start slowly and ramp up in intensity. Another thing is proper wear. Make sure you're having enough. Make sure you have proper footwear, okay, and you're supported. As far as knowing also if you have flat feet or too high arches, make sure you have the proper footwear when you are looking at that aspect also. There are certain brands that cater to that, so make sure you understand which ones will help. Another thing is making sure you're strong enough, so you definitely need to do strengthening exercises, weights, body strengthening, anything that will help strengthen the exercises that you need or the muscles that you need for the exercise activity that you're doing. So for running, make sure your lower body is strengthened properly and equally. Also flexibility, it also works on like your low back area and your hip area, which translates down to your legs. If you are not properly flexible in those areas, you will definitely have injuries also. Every adult should be getting anywhere between 7 to 9 hours of rest every night. I know that's difficult, but overall average in the week, 7 to 9 hours a night. Because if you do not get enough rest, you're almost like a drunk driver, especially when you're driving, or you are not focusing enough on what you need to be doing, and that could definitely lead to injuries.
So what have we learned? We need to have good footwear in order to prevent soft tissue damage and even stress fractures. We need to use progressions in our exercise and not jump into everything gung-ho all at once. We also need to use same progressions in our stretching for the same reasons. And we need to know when to stretch after we've warmed up. We need to make sure we have good hydration, and we need to make sure that we have equal balance, strength, and flexibility in our body to keep from things getting out of balance. And most importantly, we need to have 7 to 9 hours sleep so that our bodies can rebuild and recharge after our workouts so that we actually make progress instead of regress. And having a good night's sleep will ensure that our prefrontal cortex is operating properly to make sure we don't do crazy things that get ourselves hurt.